Let's take a look at what's happening in Seoul with June.
Thank you, Curry. The Korean markets are pointing to a higher open this Friday morning. The TPP is the biggest issue being discussed in Korea this morning. The actual text of the TPP is now out, and the Ministry of Trade has said that they see the terms to be as expected, that there isn't something that was unexpected at this point. The terms of the TPP are similar to the free trade agreements that are reached between Korea and the U.S. And in terms of market liberalization, the TPP means that there will be a market opening rate of 95 to 100% depending on which country that they're dealing with. And in the case of the Korea-U.S. FTA, the market liberalization rate is at 98 to 100%. So not much difference there. And also, at this point, Korea has FTAs with 10 of the 12 countries that are part of the TPP. And while Korea is still considering whether or not to join the TPP, the Ministry of Trade is saying that there isn't that much difference that will be coming from Korea joining the TPP. There are some differences, but the only difference right now is that Korea does not have FTAs with Japan and Mexico out of the 12 countries in the TPP. The Ministry of Trade is saying that they do need to get into the details to see what impact it will have on Korea's manufacturing sector. But according to them, right now, the biggest, most significant part of the agreement was the auto sector and the tariffs that are put on auto imports and exports. The difference would be that the U.S. currently has a 10-year grace period for cars coming into the U.S. In terms of the TPP, it is 15 years. So that's a difference that we are seeing. There's a check on the Korean markets before the open. We'll bring you the opening numbers for Seoul and Tokyo when Squawk Box returns. Stay with us.